What's going on, you guys? My name is Chris Song at Chris Song NYC. And in today's training, we're gonna give you the secret sauce to help you start fixing up your credit. If you've ever tried to fix your credit on your own or just learn how to fix your credit yourselves, you're in the right place. We just want to show you that we're real people, and I'm here to teach you my exact framework on how I got my scores from the dumps of the low 500s to tier 1 credit. All right, let's get right into it. So today, we're gonna talk about the 5 mistakes that 90% of people make when attempting to repair their credit on their own, plus my 8-step process that I use to help my students and my clients. Let's go. We're gonna jump right into the credit repair process and how you guys can start removing negative items off your credit report as soon as possible. So the first mistake that most people make is neglecting their credit. Because I actually did this myself. So one day I was car shopping and I pulled my credit report and I was like, whoa, what is this? Right? It was a big mess. Like, there's no way that I'm gonna be able to get approved for a car all by myself. I didn't know what to do or how to help myself, so I just let it be. Guess what? I ended up getting approved, but paying about 20% or so interest for my car, and I lost thousands and thousands of dollars that I could have saved on interest alone. Shame on me. You guys, this is the same problem that many of my students in the program have as well. There's people that join my mentorship all the time that have neglected their credit because they didn't know how or where to even begin fixing it. It isn't until they learn how to do it yourself and fish on their own and take the problem into our own hands. Learning to fix your own credit by removing negative items like hard inquiries, late payments, charge-offs, bankruptcies, and so many more will be the beginning of your journey to your end goals. May you start taking massive action. Maybe you want to buy your first property. Maybe you want to lease a car or start a business or side hustle. Perhaps you just want to save thousands on interest alone. Our students really love our group because we're very straightforward and open with communication. We're very supportive and treat every client like a VIP, regardless of your scores or past history. With my exact framework, I was able to remove over 50 negative derogatories. That means negative blemishes. I was able to instantly boost my scores from the low 500s to the high 700s, which is super important in this country. Wouldn't you agree? Exactly. And all of this was done in just under 90 days. So the second mistake that most people make is that they don't know what to dispute, what actually to dispute on their credit profiles. So the way that you solve this problem is pulling your credit for all 3 bureaus. You don't want to use sites like Credit Karma because 99% of banks use FICO score, and Credit Karma gives you what we call a Vantage score. They're not even accurate at all. Inside my do-it-yourself course, we show you how to read a credit report just like a pro. Just like when you go to a doctor, he needs to take x-rays and MRIs to know exactly what's going on inside. This is what you will also need to dispute and how we go about disputing it. When I first pulled my 3 credit bureau reports, I was like, whoa, this is a mess. I didn't know where to begin, which is why I ended up paying somebody. I knew I needed to fix it, but it had no direction. It's like buying a 2,000-piece Lego and not having the instructions to build it. I was literally lost. But we solved that problem for you by really breaking it down thoroughly so that you can also fully diagnose your entire credit profile and figure out what exactly needs to be removed. The third mistake that people don't thoroughly understand is what consumer laws are. This is to use in order to get your remedies. You see, what a lot of people want to do is they get a template and they want to follow it, but they don't really understand what is being said in that template and why it's being said. So we have some students who have been able to literally get results by simply just calling the credit bureaus and exercising these laws over the phone. This is because we thoroughly broke it down for them, and now they understand what their rights are as a consumer and how they can utilize the consumer laws to get things removed without even jumping through many hoops, because they understand the law. The fourth mistake that most people make is they overthink things. This is completely natural as human beings because it's just so much information. And the credit repair process is fairly easy, and it should take you more than 30 to 60 minutes to lay everything out and get organized. It's like it doesn't take weeks and weeks, especially with the way that we break it down. One of the first steps that we teach you guys is to update your information, because what's attached to your personal information is some of those pesky negative accounts that you're trying to remove in the first place. So when you update your personal information, it's gonna help make that credit repair process a lot easier, and it's not gonna hold you up. Like having your current address updated, because it's really, really important that you have one address, one name, one occupation. You don't want to have all of these previous addresses that you no longer even live at, because they're not valid and they shouldn't be on your credit report. The fifth mistake that people make is giving after things that are verified. Because what happens is credit bureaus are going to send out these automated responses saying that the account has been verified when there hasn't been a thorough investigation that really took place. And it's not fair to you as a consumer. So again, this is why it's important to know the laws, so that we teach you guys some of these laws that most people don't know, and that's why we thoroughly go through these steps and exactly what steps need to be taken in order to get these items removed. So let me give you guys another important nugget. When these bureaus send out these stall letters, a lot of time they'll tell you to send back the exact information that you already sent in. And what this does is it restarts their timetable. So you don't want to do this, and you want to be educated on how to move forward when an account comes back verified. This is why we have our mentorship community, and we're able to help people and answer all of these questions as you're going along your credit repair journey. So just last few months, we had a student who received one of these stall letters. He posted it in the group, and we gave him exact advice. The next day, the items that he was disputing were removed. Imagine if he had submitted the information that they were asking for and it restarted his whole timetable on his dispute. That'd be crazy. Yes, that would be very unfortunate. It's because he had the support of our community, he was able to remove that negative. So let's get into the 8 steps now to start fixing your credit yourselves.